So after demo classes are completed, we are done with only one topic, that is understanding application, types of applications, framework, implementation, advantages of this structure to have framework and implementation, and the same we practically implemented. Just we created by knowing about navigations. That's it. And also forward engineering we have done, creating from the scratch. After creation is completed, we just reverse engineer to see the exact places where the relation is built between implementation and framework, or maybe any application to build on application, simply speaking. So that's all is one topic. Okay, the Friday I think maybe 30 minutes, Monday 1 hour, Tuesday 1 hour. Okay, all this is one class. Okay, one topic, I mean like one topic completed up to some extent. Okay, after that we have started looking into OOPS concepts. Why do we need to bother about object oriented programming system concepts when we are working on Pega? What is the reason for it? Because Pega is built based on Java, right? So for Pega, in order to develop this system internally, they have used Java. So any development that we are going to do, we definitely follow object oriented programming system concepts. Okay, because Java is built based on OOPS concepts. So knowing about OOPS concepts, maybe here or maybe you're learning Java, C# anywhere, it is very easy actually learning, knowing about in the OOPS concept, the topic to learn is very easy. But when it comes to practical, when to apply, how to apply, where to apply, it will be highly difficult. Okay, for people. Why it is difficult? Because people do think about technology while learning. They think about it just as syntaxes or maybe definitions and they leave it. 95% of the students, they don't try to realize the technology in the real world. Whatever we see in our day-to-day life, any business or any normal one, if you try to apply your technology there on that particular business and try to compare and understand, then it will be easy to learn the technical aspects. If you want to become a tech lead or if you want to become a good technical developer, the first thing is one should have a proper understanding of the business structure. Any business can be anything. Whatever you want to digitalize, okay, I want to digitalize let's say a banking process. Okay, if you want to digitalize, first you need to understand the real world operations, how these are happening. When you know about it, then only you will be able to come up with a digital application which should exactly work as real world. Okay, so for this reason, one should have to always focus on learning technology and understanding or applying the technology in the real world business requirements. Not only one requirement. Suppose in class you have learned so and so task 1 you have completed using some technical topic 1. Your mind should start thinking about, using the same technical topic, can I develop any other task which is something different than what I have already done. After the class is completed, after your practical session is completed, generally as we go on going forward, the practical requirement, whatever I have given you, whatever I will be teaching here in the class, you will be implementing the same. Apart from that, project 2 also you are going to work on, which is more or less similar. I mean like requirements may look similar, but overall business is different. If you start thinking about any other business of your wish, anything else, anything, okay, and if you can imagine to write your own requirements there, understanding the business, and try to identify which technical concept here can be used to implement that business requirement. If you are getting this idea sinking, that means you are a good technical person. So overall your learning how it should be. Your learning should be like this. If I say any business requirement to you guys, or if anyone is going to say any business requirement to you guys, or maybe something you experience in phone pay, Google Pay, net banking, you might be seeing so many functionalities, right? When you look at that functionality, to implement this particular functionality, what are the technical topics in Pega, rules in Pega I can use? First point is this one. Let's say 5 technical rules together needed to implement this requirement. List of these 5 rules names should come into your mind. First thing, in which order you have to arrange this, right? If these two are being solved in your thought process, that means you are 100% good at technology of Pega. Coming to Pega, okay, that's how your motive should be. It should not be like daily you attend class and read the notebook for 1 hour, okay, and then do practice by copy pasting. When you get output result, if you're going to just throw away your laptop, that is not going to help you at all. Okay, anything that you are going to learn, you should have a clear-cut idea about it, clear-cut understanding about it. That's what most important thing. Okay, clear idea, clear-cut understanding is there about it in all and all in a generalized way, then that means you have really achieved technical knowledge. Clear? Everyone clear? So so far whatever we have learned, application, creating application, that's not a big deal. Any application you can create. Going forward, I am talking about, I will repeat this once again going forward. So we are discussing about OOPS concepts. In that we have discussed about 2 points. One is encapsulation, another one is class. Encapsulation is a concept that has been told in object-oriented programming system. Taking the concepts of object-oriented programming system, we can develop any technology. So Java is developed by using object-oriented programming system concepts. C#, VB, C++, and Python also has object-oriented programming system concepts used and implemented. Technology will use these concepts and implement. While we are learning technology and using technology for development, we need to know about these concepts and we need to apply these concepts and use these concepts in our technology, okay, in an effective way. That's the reason why we are learning this OOPS concepts. Encapsulation is like grouping of functional components and attributes together, and for this group you are going to provide a name. Okay, so yesterday I have explained you in detail about encapsulation. Examples also I told you. Laptop is an encapsulated unit. Okay, its name is laptop. It has so many functional components, processor, RAM and all. And attributes are like RAM size, okay, hard disk size. These are all attributes. Okay, and class is a technical concept which is been implemented based on encapsulation, object-oriented programming system concept. OOPS concept of encapsulation has been developed as class in the technology. So then class definition also will be same. Class will be a grouping of functional components plus attributes. It will have a name, and another point in the business we are going to use it, right? It will accept a specific input and it is going to generate a specific output. For this also I told you example. Again you can take laptop. Okay, laptop is an example of class which has functional components and attributes. Any input you provide to the laptop, respect to output it will give. So if you click on play movie, then a movie will be played. That's the output. Input will be you are submitting a file to the processor, video file to the processor you are giving. Processor is doing like playing that particular file and all processor processing. Okay, and next topic we are going to discuss about is inheritance topic. Okay, and also we need to discuss about types of classes. First I will cover inheritance in general, not related to only Pega, in general, universally. So whatever I told about encapsulation and class also universally I covered, and inheritance is the next concept. See, in general, inheritance means what do you call it? Parent and child relation. Parent and child relation. See, between two different classes, we were talking about classes, right? Where do you place all your functionalities attributes? You'll be placing all the functionalities attributes into different into classes, into class. See, in a business, the entire application development, entire application related functionalities and attributes, we are not going to place only in one class. It may have n number of classes. In one application, how many classes can be there? N number. I will tell you one example. See, if we have, let's take for example, as you all know this, let's take banking. Bank as an application, for example, bank as an application is there. Otherwise, first I will tell you in real world. Imagine in the reality, there is a bank branch. One bank, let's not talk about the branch. Bank is there, physical establishment. Okay, you step inside the bank. When you step inside bank, that entire building is there, right? Bank. Okay, you understand that that is one application. Inside bank, what will happen? Banking operations will be happening. So what are the different departments that will be there in the bank? So first one, banking department will be there. We don't go to sub departments, no, high level. Banking is one department, and then loan department will be there. Okay, and then what else? What are the other departments? Insurance department can be there. What else can be there?
Account
Cards
opening.
department can be there. Cards means credit card providing. Okay, maybe any other cards provision. Okay, this is fair enough. Other than this, one more department can be there. That is verification. Yes or no? Verification, separate team and department will be there, right? Documents they will receive and verify, address verification, all that they will do if as per the need, employment verification and all. See, if you can imagine in the real world, bank is a physical establishment. In that 5 rooms are there. Each room is one department specific to some banking operations, loan operations, insurance operations, like that. Okay. So now each department you consider as one class. Each department takes some specific input and generates some specific output. Yes or no? So each department, just let's consider each department as one class. Okay, then bank is an application. How many classes are there inside application? 5 are there. See, why 5 different departments? Can I not set up to have only one department does everything? Everyone sit at one department and they do all. Is it okay to set up like that? It is not okay. Why? Yeah, it will be difficult to manage, right? If you are going to combine everything, all departments into single department, ultimately you will achieve your business goal. There's no problem. But it will be difficult to maintain, difficult to manage. That's why in real world, what are they doing? They are properly organizing the things to structure their business. Their business has been aligned in a structural order where they have a proper alignment of each and every department. Okay, created and made it available at a line. Okay, this is pretty much needed in the real world. That means if you are developing your application and if you're creating your functional components inside your application, inside classes, this structure should be achieved. If I create an application for this, how many classes I should create? I should be creating 5 classes because my technology, my digital product should match with the real world. In the reality, what is existing there, my digital product should match, should not be getting deviated. Okay, so 5 classes I need. Okay, I will create 5 classes and in each class I'll create required functional components and all. If you closely look at these things, banking, during the processing of some banking operation, there may be a need of verification department involvement. Yes or no? Similarly, while processing loans also there may be a need of verification department, and insurance and cards processing also verification department involvement is there, but it is separate department which will receive, which will have some functional components. Those can be utilized by any other department. Yes or no? So this can be a need in the reality, right? That means a communication of accessing something from other departments is required. The same way, in technology also, there will be a need of a class to access the functional components from another class. I'm talking about very general point of view. How a class can access the functional components or attributes of another class when there is a relation built between these two classes. So if a class wants to access the functional components of another class, even attributes or functional components of another class, what must be there? Inheritance relation must be there in the technology. So that's why inheritance is required at a high level, a fundamental point. Inheritance means it defines a relation between two classes. What is the need of it? In order to access the functional components plus attributes, okay, from parent class to child class. What is parent and what is child here? See, the class which supplies is parent. The class which takes is child. In general, the class which supplies is parent. See, parents give money to the children, right? The same way in reality, in our personal life, parents and children, okay, parents are going to give us, correct? The same way, one class is going to supply functional components to another class, then the supply, whatever it is supplying is called as parent and the other one is called as child. I will show you here in a paint. Just hold on. These are very basics. I think you might have learned about all these things in your college also. Okay, see here we have a class called verification, and verification class functionalities are required to banking. During the processing of banking transaction or loan transaction, this particular one needs to send the transaction by utilizing verification department features. In between, verification is required. Okay, so bank will come here. I mean, like, sorry, I'm sorry, not bank. Hold on. Verification. Let's take, for example, loans. Okay, banking also I will write banking, insurance. Okay, I will maximize this. Hold on. Insurance like this, and here you go. Relation is required. Okay, here you go. Here you go. Understand clear, everyone? So only when these lines of connection is there, then only it can access. See, now banking can utilize any functional components from verification at runtime. But at design time, you need to design banking to be inherited from verification by connecting these two. And similarly, loans class can utilize the functional components from verification. Insurance also at the processing time, they can utilize the functional components from verification department by sending the details and all. And this can be child here. This is child, and this is parent. One parent has so many children, no problem. Okay. So like this, inheritance is needed when in case if we want to access the functional components of one class to another class. That's a one first point. Clear, everyone? Okay, why are we doing this? Why we need to create like inheritance to achieve the proper business structure? Okay, and there are other advantages which I will tell you going forward. Okay, look at here now. For example, verification will be parent class. Verification is supplying its features to everyone else to utilize. Okay, we have the functional features. Verification department has the functional features of providing verification process. Who will provide verification process? Verification department. Who want to utilize it? Banking wants to utilize, loans wants to utilize, insurance department also wants to utilize. Who is utilizing now? Child. Who is supplying that required one? Verification. You can even understand outside verification department is there. You are utilizing or they are going to come to you. You are going to request them to provide the service to you. Yes or no? So that will be the child. So it's not about subclass. Okay, child class. You learn that like child class. Okay, so all these will be child classes. Verification will be parent because it supplies verification related functional processing to all below. Clear? Okay, the other way around I can tell you inheritance in general point. Loan is there, right? Again, loan can have classes below. Yes or no?
Yes.
Loan has personal loan and property loan. Let's say property loan. Any loan, we need to collect customer details. Yes or no? So customer details form creating here, creating here. How many times you are creating? 2 times. Here you are creating, here you are creating. Instead of creating 2 places, you create here. What is that? Customer details at loan. Customer details, if you create in loans class, that can be supplied to personal loan as well as property loan class, both. So in future, if I am going to introduce, let's say, loan against vehicle, auto loan, then I don't need to create customer details screen. I can use it from the parent class. Ease of extension. Your business can be extended. Okay, when you are extending, no need to do it redundantly. No need to create again. I mean, like, no need to create it redundantly, and it can be extended easily. Okay, without recreating from the scratch. Same point we discussed during framework and implementation application also, correct? That is also built on application, nothing but parent application. Built on application means what? Parent application, child application. Now inside applications we are seeing classes, parent class, child class. Understand? Clear? Everyone following? So whenever you are creating functionalities in your business application, you create inside classes. So that classes to be organized in a proper way according to your business structure. According to your business structure. So based on your business structure, you create. My business structure is I have loans department which has 2 sub departments. What are those? Personal loan, property loan. Exactly what is there in the physical structure, same should come in the technical development. So loan class I will create, and below that I will create personal loan, property loan. Any common features, where do I create? Loans class. And specifically only for personal loan or only for property loan? Property details, where do I create form for property details? Here I will create. Okay, and personal loan related I will create here. Personal loan interest rates and all different, property loan interest rates are different. Personal loan interest rate I'll display here only. So like this, we need to go with creating multiple classes where there will be a need of utilizing the functional components of one class at another class. For that we need inheritance relation to be defined, and the advantages of inheritance relation: accessing the components of one class to another class, plus easy to extend, plus no need to recreate again and again from the scratch whenever you are extending. Understand? Clear? Everyone so far clear? These are all very basic points in any object oriented programming technology.
Asha, one question. Here
Verification department may have sub department, that is also possible. See, a department can have n number of sub departments. The chain can be taken to any length. Depends on your business structure. Has 5 different sub departments connected, 1 2 3 4 5 like this. 15 it has, definitely here also you'll have 15. Okay, there's no restriction. Okay, okay, next. So that is what the concept of inheritance, you understand, right? Now we will go to types of classes. While discussing about types of classes, again we need to understand about inheritance. Okay, types of classes we do not discuss standalone simply. When you discuss types of classes, and we need to compare these class types with inheritance concept as well as the other one. What is that? Organization structure. I'll talk about it. Okay, next topic is types of classes. See, there are 2 types of classes. How many types? 2 types of classes in object oriented programming system. One is concrete and second one is abstract class. See, usually people say abstract class and concrete class, but for me I will always say concrete first and then abstract next. You will understand the reason why. Concrete classes, see, at the time of practicals, while we are practicing here in Pega, we will come across all this. We'll come across classes, we'll come across inheritance concepts, we'll come across concrete classes, abstract classes. As I already told you, it is easy to understand what is what, but at the time of application, okay, only when you have business knowledge, then you will be able to understand which one to create. Okay, knowing about what is concrete, what is abstract is easy. At the time when you get a requirement, creating a class. Now you have a question. Should I create abstract or concrete? How do you know that? Only when you understand it in the real world, you will be able to know about it. Clear, everyone? I will tell you, just listen to me closely. Okay, fully focus here. Okay, whether it is concrete class or abstract class, if you leave about concrete class, abstract class, leave that first two terms, both are classes only, right? Both are classes, means both will have functional components will be there, attributes will be there, both will have name will be there, and all. And I told you, when I'm talking about the definition of class, it will take input and it will produce an output, means you execute it, it runs, yes or no? It runs. Okay, here also it will have functional components plus attributes. Generally that must be there if it is a class. Any type of class, a class is a class, whether it is abstract or concrete, it will have functional components plus attributes. But where the difference comes, see, the technology developers have designed the technology like this. Concrete class is the one where transaction can be initiated. What is meant by initiated? Triggered. Triggering point should be there, right? So you have a laptop. How are you going to make it functional? Definitely it should be turn on. The triggering point should be there, something to turn on. Okay, from there onwards, execution of each component will start. Finally, laptop will be live. Okay, so transaction can be initiated. That's the triggering point. This class has the ability that it can initiate the transaction, execute it and initiate the transaction. And transaction ID also will be created or not. Can store additional point, can store. Okay, I'll write down again. We'll have storage. We'll have storage to store transaction ID. Transaction ID is necessary or not? Necessary. Concrete abstract class, coming to abstract class, it cannot initiate transaction. It cannot be the starting point of initiating your business transaction. But it will have functional components, attributes and all. It is going to participate during the execution, but it doesn't have the ability to initiate the business transaction. Now coming back to this one, see the paint, where is it? Now go here. You tell me one thing here. Leave about personal and common these things. Okay, let me remove those things. That's not required. Only think high level. Verification is a class, banking is a class, loans is a class, insurance is a class. Come to the real world. Is there any need of initiating a transaction at verification department? Can a verification department has ability to initiate any of the business transactions that are there in the business?
No.
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 Okay.
No.
This way we will see. Is it okay that if I give the access to initiate the transaction to verification department, is that going to justify the real world?
Mhm.
No.
No.
That's not the right way to design or structure your business, right?
Right.
If you
Yes.
want banking transaction to be initiated, which department is responsible? Banking. Loan,
Banking.
if you want, loan department.
Loan.
Insurance, you want, insurance department.
Insurance
Verification
department.
department may participate during any type of transaction, but it should not have that ability to initiate the business transaction, because that's not a real business works. So we want to set up some classes in our business. We need classes with ability to initiate the business transaction. We need some classes without that ability. For sure, the ability to initiate the transaction should not be there. Okay, how to achieve this in the technology? To achieve this in the technology developers have divided the classes into two. One is concrete, one is abstract. So in this, the below three are concrete, this above one is
Abstract.
Understand? Clear, everyone? I told you yesterday, organization structure. In the organization structure, we have organization, division and unit. Organization, division and unit. Hanover Insurance Group is an organization. Auto, human property are divisions. Personal vehicle, commercial vehicle, health, life insurance, home insurance are units.
Units.
So yesterday we discussed, units are the places where transaction gets initiated. So
Triggered,
units will be concrete classes. If you compare with classes, division and organization will be abstract class. I told you one example also. Movie production house is there. Movie production house, they won't sell the tickets. They make the movie, supply the respective product to the distributors. All distributors are divisions. Distributors also not going to initiate sales transaction. It doesn't work like that in the real world. Distributors will send this product to theaters. Theaters are the units where the sales can happen. Where sales can happen. Clear, everyone? Online students, are you clear? So typically, if you take 3 levels of organization, division, and unit, then unit is the one which is responsible for initiating the business transactions. Just hold on a minute. Laptop, phone charger is okay. Clear, everyone? So in the organization structure, 3 levels we have: org, dev, unit. Which level is the one where the business transactions can be initiated?
unit level.
That's everywhere in this world. Every business will function the same way. Okay, organization, they won't initiate any business transactions. Divisions also for supplying purpose. Units are the ones where execution happens, business triggering will happen, but during the processing, it may utilize the features from division as well as organization. Okay, understand? So that's why these are abstract levels. Below one is concrete level. Well, you come to this diagram, you can see this is abstract. This is going to be what? Abstract, and this is going to be concrete. So generally what we can understand here is, usually abstract classes will occupy the top position in the structure. Higher classes, parent classes, usually I'm talking about, usually I'm not making a statement like always it must be. Usually in a general structure of your business, the higher levels are what? Abstract levels. The bottom levels are what? Concrete levels. Clear, everyone? So in the inheritance, the high level class is abstract generally, below one is concrete in the inheritance structure. So we would be creating classes where we are going to create concrete abstract when you are being given with a requirement. If that is the class where the transaction to be initiated for now, okay, then transaction to be initiated. Okay. So where the transaction can be initiated, that class you would be creating as concrete. If it is the class which will supply just, which is not going to create any transaction, then that is going to be abstract class. Okay. Everyone clear about what is concrete and what is abstract? What's the problem?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Yes, sir.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, I will ask you one question. Okay.
Yes.
Just think about in general and tell me. Okay, I already told you the answer. Again, I am asking the question. I will come to know how you are trying to understand this subject and all. Okay, here you go now. This is concrete class. This is concrete class. This is concrete class, and here you have another class, abstract. I am going to draw like this. So both classes will have functional components plus attributes. If I have written inside circle, means that is for inside circle as well as outside circle. So this is abstract class. What is this? This one. Okay, abstract class. And what about this one? This is concrete class. Both concrete class, abstract class will have functionalities plus attributes. But here, transaction can be initiated, but that is not applicable inside. Correct? I'm just drawing it right. If you closely look at this, abstract class is a subset of concrete. Yes or no? Suppose you have a concrete class setup. From the concrete class, remove the feature. One feature you remove. What feature you remove? Transaction triggering feature. If I remove transaction triggering feature from concrete, then that class is going to be turned into
Abstract.
yes.
Abstract.
So abstract classes are not reality. Abstract classes are Not real. Only one class is there. What is that? Concrete. First they designed concrete element. Concrete is there. Then copying a concrete class. Now, how many concrete classes are there? 2. One concrete class, they removed the feature of transaction initiation. I mean, like triggering, okay, ability. Then that has become a abstract class. See, I will ask you one question now. Why do we need abstract classes in the business? Okay, if I am creating a class, I'll tell you generally. If I create above class, verification also if I create as a concrete, and below are abstract, below are concrete. So in the structure, this is concrete, this is all these are concrete. Let's say, for example, even though all these are concrete, my business processing will not be impacted. There won't be any problem for my business processing. Making this as an abstract, remaining concrete, how it functions, the same way you make this as concrete, you make this 3 are also concrete, it will function properly the same way how it was. There won't be any problem. Creating this as concrete also, there is no problem, generally speaking. I mean, like processing wise, there is no problem. But why we are not doing that? Why we are strictly creating this as an abstract? Why we are not creating it as concrete? What could be the problem if this is concrete? See, from that, if this is concrete, see, from this, why I am asking this is, if I make this as concrete class, my business will run as usual. There won't be any impact at all. But here, if that is the case, there is no need of abstract classes at all. Yes or no? Yes or no? Without even having single abstract class in your application runs fine. Okay, I told you, usually higher classes are abstract. I did not tell you always higher classes are abstract. Means even if it is concrete, there is no issue for processing and all. It will work. I'm talking about, I'm just making you realize why technology developers have introduced abstract class when this can also be done by concrete. Concrete class can also do whatever abstract class can do, concrete can do. But whatever concrete class can do, abstract class cannot. Right? That's why abstract is subset. Why do you need subset again? You have the whole set. Why do you go for subset again? What is the reason? What is the reason behind introducing abstract class into this? Why not everything can be done by concrete? It works fine even if I am going to do. Then why again abstract class they come up with? Tell me in general. Memory utilization, don't tell me security, inheritance,
Like all the common functionalities to keep in one place rather than recreating again and again.
That's
To
not
have the control over transactions.
perfect. What is that? To have control over transaction. What is that control? Just explain it clearly.
The ease of doing business.
No.
Or to restrict the
Another
access of
person.
transaction.
Maybe rules.
Restrict the
Access.
limitation, restriction. That is correct. Why abstract classes exist in technology? Suppose if abstract classes does not exist in technology, you create everything with concrete, technology works, process everything smooth. Is it going to align the real world? Match the real world? In the real world, I have verification department where they said that this department should not have access to initiate the transaction. But if I make it as a concrete, tomorrow someone will come and initiate transaction here. Possibility is there or not there? Possibility is there. But should you provide that facility? You should have a restriction applied there. How do you restrict this class not to have the transaction initiation ability? By making it as abstract. So in reality, in the technology, whether it is abstract or concrete, overall processing will not be impacted. But you need to think about, what if someone is going to write the features related to initiating the transaction? It will allow by its nature because you are making it as concrete, but that should not be allowed. That means you have to create this as abstract only. So we have now the need of abstract classes in technology. Understand why we need abstract classes in technology? Everyone clear? You say protocol also, okay, no problem. Restricting is also okay, limitation is also okay, correct. So suppose if I create a Java application, .NET application, Python application, anything with object-oriented programming system, suppose in my large application I have 1000 classes, all 1000 if I create as concrete also, my business processing will not be impacted even 0.00001%. It will not be impacted. The impact will be zero. Having it as an abstract, creating it as concrete, the impact will be zero. Then still why you are creating abstract? The reason is that restriction is should be there on that class. Considering that fact, abstract classes are being introduced. Understand everyone clear? So now you got the reason why abstract classes exist in technology, every one of you. This is very easy to understand only when you think about the real world. Okay, make sense everyone clear? So I did not simply tell you abstract classes cannot be initiated, concrete classes can be initiated, like these definitions I did not give you. I'm talking about the reason why we need to have this type of classes in technology, also the reason behind introducing abstract classes into technology. So we are discussing in detail. Otherwise I can so up to this, if I close, definitely you'll be able to understand. Yes or no? Saying more about it may confuse you additionally, but still we have to learn it up to the depth. What is the reason for abstract classes existence in technology? Okay, that one should know about. Okay, it's not simply like reading definitions and writing in the exam. Abstract class, okay, things can be hidden in the abstract class, it cannot be instantiated, and you get 2 out of 2 marks, but there is no use when you do not know about why we need abstract classes. Okay, so you ask anyone why you need abstract classes, they will say we want to hide the functional development, that's why we need abstract classes. That's not the reason. Okay, that is not the reason, actually. Okay, anyone has any doubt or any question up to here? Okay, everyone clear? So far we discussed about class inheritance and types of classes also. So usually we came to know, we understood that usually abstract classes will come at the higher level and remaining are bottom. Now let's log into our implementation application which we created. We created only so far one practical, creating application. 2 types of applications we created, but overall 2 types of application practical is, I mean, like only one topic. Types of applications together is one topic. We created 2 applications, framework implementation, but overall that is one task only. I will log into implementation application that we have created. What is the name of it? Digit.com. See, our application creation is completed. Then what about classes creation? That is still pending, right? Okay, inheritance types in Pega I have to tell you. In Pega inheritance again I have to tell you, but I given you universal concepts of inheritance, class and encapsulation, and reasons also I told you. Go to Dev Studio. Okay, I think it will be better I'll stop here and tell you about community edition. Anyhow, see classes. How many classes you see here? These are 3 actually. Let me tell you 3. Not only these 3, so many classes have got created. How many classes? So many. You don't need to go by exact number. Inside these classes will be there. Inside these classes may be there. Inside these classes may be there. Inside this, so many classes got created. We are not going to focus on all the classes on the same day. We will go one by one. We are going to focus only on these 3 classes for now. If you look at these 3 classes and compare with the organization structure, then this will become organization class, DG. Tomorrow I'll give documentation for this. DIGI, is that the same name we have given for organization? Yes or no? At the time of creating organization, 4 characters it has taken, correct? Digit auto insurance from that first 4 characters, DIGI. This is matching with organization name or not? This is organization class. Second one is auto division, and third one you see, closely observe this, WORK, work. What is the meaning of work? We discussed during demo class. Work means transaction only, right? That means this is the class where your work will be initiated and processed. Transaction class. That means it should be concrete or not? Remaining 2 should be abstract. I will show you all that tomorrow. Let me tell you about community edition to every one of you. Okay, our session we stopped there. And also one more thing, did all of you, whoever is there in the group, sorry, whoever is there in the WhatsApp group, whoever has paid the fees and enrolled for the course, almost everyone, most of the people have done. 1 minute. Okay, so you should have filled the form. Still, anyone is pending filling this form? So anyone who has been added pretty recently, go to the group. You are being added into group, right? Go to that group. I got batch 607 class. In the group, I have picked that form again from my end. If you have already filled it yesterday, ignore it. Okay. So what are the details that you are submitting there? Your first name, last name, email ID and all, right? We will collect primary. What we need is your email IDs. And the photo that you upload, we need it in future. If you want to recognize an online student when he come to classroom, we need it actually. Okay. And now in that form, you have to fill the details. Still anyone is there pending with that? Usually USA students, you might have missed it.
We did it.
You did it. Everyone from other countries also. Only one time you fill, that is fair enough. Okay. And the email ID you have given, everyone of you given Gmail ID only or any other mail ID? See, if
sir,
you
one
did
more
not do
question.
it yet, you have to finish it. Yes, please.
I have provided the US number in the contact details, so hope that's okay.
See, the number you have to provide there is the number which is there in your WhatsApp group. You are being added into the WhatsApp group, right? That number only you'll fill. Okay. The email ID, if any one of you have given any email ID domain other than Gmail domain, please fill again with Gmail domain, because we will give the drive access from Google only. If you're Yahoo, every day we have to give you separate access. That will be difficult. So everyone has given Gmail ID only. That's usually, I think it was written there, right? Okay. So those who have paid the fees and joined the group, they would have received this link in the group. So you fill it. We will verify it once again. Okay. And today, what am I going to do? After the class, our team will collect all your email IDs and create one mail group. So far, all these documents, everything is there, right? We will place it at one place, give you access. You can see, watch everything. Okay. Everyone clear? So from tomorrow onwards, your video will be uploaded only into Drive. Only into Drive it will be uploaded. Make sense? Everyone clear? And go to Google. Okay, not now. Just I am telling. Pega Community Edition. See, the Pega software which you have installed on your personal laptop, anyone not yet done, we will give you. That is called as home version. There won't be any expiring. Okay, home version. 8.7 is the last home version. After post that, there is no home version release. They stopped it. If you want to learn Pega, okay, if no home version, then how you can learn? By using Community Edition. Not every one of you. If you're using home version now, okay, leave it. Those who are pending with this installation process, you can start using this for some time. Here you go, you sign up. Okay. Here I'm not going to show you by signing up, because I have already signed in actually. I don't know where I have it. Hold on. It's better I will try here so that it will log in. Pega Community. I don't remember my credentials here. Here also it is giving sign up page. Okay, sign up. Okay. See, if you are a working employee, okay, in any IT company, at the time of signing up here, you are going to just please wait. You are going to provide your company name here, your company email ID. Okay. You are working for normal, even IT or non-IT, some company you are working, provide that. Not a small company, no, like a big companies and all reputed companies. What is the advantage? You will get full-fledged access to this PDN. That's the advantage. Preferably you create by your company mail ID, not there. Then organization name, others, and here you are going to give Gmail ID, some Gmail ID, right? So now you log in. After login, you may not find out by this one. After login, if you go to Google and Pega Community Edition, you clicked on the link, right? That link will take you to a page where it will show create your virtual machine, like that. There is nothing much. You just need to click on it, create my virtual machine. Then it will take 5 minutes time. You will get virtual machine created there. Okay, in the like the cloud environment, one instance will be created to you. You will see a button to launch, get in. You click on launch, it will show you the screen from create new application onwards. Okay, you can try once if you want to try. That is very easy. If you proceed, you will understand. And community edition people, that is for 30 days only, they told. It is possible that after every 5 days, 2 days, 3 days, whatever the work you are going to implement, that will be removed by Pega systems. So then how you can have your work? See, today you created something. You need to take a backup into your machine. Tomorrow when you are there, see if it is not there, then import the backup and then continue. So I have 3 days I have done some practical. By the time I log in on 4th day, it was not there. What should I do now? Again, I have to start from the beginning, correct? The 3 days, today I have done some task. I will download it. I will keep that zip file with me. Tomorrow, day after tomorrow, give a date when you are doing it. One day when I log in, it is not there. No problem. You upload the backup, continue with the next day work onwards. How are you going to do this? I will share the document also. Process will be same in community or here. Just one step process. Configure, application, distribution, export. What is it? You are exporting it. Okay, export. Here you have 2 applications, right? You have to download twice. Okay, see here. So here you are going to do what? Digit auto, digit INS. 2 I have. Insurance framework, export. First framework application, all its functionalities, everything will be exported. Okay, look at here. From home version, you don't need to do, because home version is in your home version. Also, if you do it once in a week and all, anytime if Pega software corrupted, you will have backup. Yes or no? Okay, and then download. You don't need to write. I have a document for this. I will share you. Okay, and digit auto. INS is completed. Auto export. So while importing, you have to import both one after other. Okay, these are zip files. Just download. See, these zip files, you place it maybe cloud. Again, if your system gets corrupted also, upload into your Google Drive or somewhere, so that it will be good. Understand? This is enterprise community edition. Whoever is using, they have to do this daily. Better safe side, daily you do it. And home version, usually you don't need to do. Once in a week, you can take a backup if you want. Okay, everyone clear? How to take backup is a single step. After you take backup, how do you install your backup into the new system? Like again, application, distribution. What is that? Import. You know how to browse a file and click on next, right? So the zip file is there. Browse it. Next, finish. It will be done. That's it. Then you can log in and work on it. Okay, it's very simple. Okay, so I have a document that I will be sharing along with today's sessions document. Okay, I will place that document here now itself. Otherwise, I'll forget. 607. Do you have any doubts or any questions anyone has? See, it is mandatory that those who have paid fees and joined the group, you must fill the form, because again after tomorrow you say that I am not receiving emails and I forgot to fill. It will be difficult for us to manage individual students, right? So by this time everyone completed, all the students who are there in the group, everyone completed filling the form. Please do it now itself. Why you need to wait?
Harsha.
Harsha, that form is throwing an error for me after submission.
See, for anyone, if the form is showing error, okay, you just contact our admin team 9652532753. Send them the error screenshot on WhatsApp. They will do needful. Okay. 607 theory documents I have to share, right?
Sir, can you tell me again about the community edition? Is it any main benefit to migrate from home to community?
Nothing. In fact, that's not at all a benefit. That's a drawback.
Okay, thank you.
Harsha,
I'm attaching
I
this to, I think this is for tomorrow. Oops concepts. Okay, I will attach this one also. Further inheritance, I will explain going forward. Predefined class also. Yes, please go ahead.
I have a question. So we log into implement application. So we can see three of the applications like framework application,
Yes,
implement
you will see
application.
three applications there.
Yeah, we created only two applications, right? Framework and implementation. Where does this work group came from?
Where does it work through?
Came from? We didn't create it, right?
We created or not. See, for implementation, when we created it on top of framework. For framework, we created it on top of Pega platform. All three, I explained that clearly.
Yes.
No, she's asking about work class.
Work, yeah.
Classes are automatically it gets created. Just now we started, right? Tomorrow I'll explain you. All these will get, see, that's what you don't need to create everything from the scratch. Pega will give you some setup. Extend it if you want.
Okay, thank you.
How to take the backup of application, right? That document I'm searching for.
Harsha, have a question about
Yes, please.
inheritance.
No, come closer to the mic and speak a little bit louder, please.
Is there any mechanism in Pega to restrict the inheritance?
Your voice is not audible.
Okay, let me try.
Come closer to the mic. Speak loud.
Am I audible now?
No. Maybe I think issue is from my this one. Where do I have the document? Application type, application backup. Build and deployment is okay. It's a different process. Let's see. How to change password, how to create how to hide password, application backup. Okay, I'll find and I'll upload. Okay, after some time.
Harsha sir,
Hmm?
Harsha sir, I have a small doubt.
Yes, please.
If the transaction and trigger is not happening in the concrete class, it becoming a abstract class, right?
It doesn't become by itself. It means you are grading concrete but using it as an abstract generally. Okay,
So
there are
that time already we have one abstract class. So here, so if the transaction is not happening in concrete, then one more abstract class will be happening, right? So that times where we have to give the restriction and limitations like that.
We don't need to give restrictions. See, if it is abstract class by itself, its feature is it cannot initiate the transaction. If you are going to create a flow there, execute it won't be executed. Okay, you will understand slowly. Just when you are learning all these things, draw the diagrams. Okay, and then try to analyze. Okay, tomorrow morning you join, I will tell you the questions. Any doubts, I'll clarify. If the Pega application is corrupted, then my all created applications will be gone, right? Then how to do it? That's why I'm saying take a backup every day and upload into your drive, so that even if it is corrupted, reinstall and then import this one. Okay, that will be easy.